Good morning everybody, Melissa Johnson speaking. I am the Principal Psychologist and the Director at Thriving Mind Psychology Clinic, located here on the beautiful Sunshine Coast. Welcome to vlog number 45 of my 90-day vlog challenge. So we're halfway through. And today I want to talk about something very special. I know it is Psychology Week, but it is actually also Perinatal Depression and Anxiety Awareness Week. So I really wanted to celebrate my halfway mark by talking about and raising awareness and actually giving a bit of a special offer to all the new and expecting mums and dads out there. Now, perinatal mental health is actually something that's quite close to my heart and something that I'm really quite passionate about, helping new mums and dads and expecting mums and dads in this time if they are struggling. So you may have heard of antenatal mental health or antenatal anxiety and depression. And you may have also wondered, is this happening to me or could it be happening to someone that I know? Now, having a baby, all the way from trying to conceive to getting pregnant to giving birth and into those first few years is an enjoyable time, but it can actually be a really challenging time. Now, if we add to that anxiety and depression, it can make it really quite difficult for mums and dads to function, and it also makes it feel quite difficult to feel like you're being a good parent. The thing is, perinatal mental health is actually very common. The problem is we don't talk about it. So people feel, it's easy to feel quite isolated and alone when you are having a bit of a tough time. The reality of it is 1 in 5 women and 1 in 10 men will actually suffer from some type of perinatal or antenatal, so pre or post baby mental health issues. So it's so important to talk about, because if we're not talking about it, often that can lead to feelings of guilt, and it can lead to feelings of shame. And what that means is we're less likely to seek out the help. And it can really make a time that should be quite enjoyable even more challenging and difficult. However, I want it to be very clear that it's so normal to have highs and lows. It's so normal to have good days and bad days, especially when there's things going on like babies not sleeping or teething or going through some developmental changes. It's okay to have ups and downs. It's okay to have rough days. It's when it becomes more persistent and it becomes a real daily struggle that you really could possibly benefit from some help. So how do you know when to get help? Well, first of all, it's nice to know what some of the signs and symptoms are. So let's have a bit of a talk about those. So for some people that might be experiencing perinatal or in the postnatal part of after having a baby, depression and anxiety, they might experience things like excessive and constant persistent worry, particularly about the health and well-being of the baby. They might find that they're really low and teary and sad and feel quite flat. They might feel a real lack of energy, might experience panic attacks, and have really little or no interest in normal activities that they would enjoy doing. And often what we find that we do is we start to isolate and we start to withdraw from friends and family. For some people who have experienced depression and anxiety, they might explain in that perinatal period, they explain it as having thoughts of like, why am I feeling like this? I'm not supposed to feel like this. Pregnancy is supposed to be an amazing time. This is supposed to be a happy period for me. Why am I feeling so miserable? Some people describe it as feeling quite angry and guilty about not having those normal, or what they think should be normal, feelings of happiness. Some people feel quite overwhelmed and confused by all the different advice that they might receive from both their doctors and friends and family. And some people can also feel really quite frustrated about not feeling this feeling that they thought that they should have, because everyone's saying to them, oh, you must be so happy. You must be having an amazing time. How amazing is your baby? And they're just not feeling that way. And that's okay. Hi Tess, thank you so much for joining me live. So my main message today is Just because you are struggling, whether that's before you're having the baby, when you're trying to have a baby, while you're pregnant or after baby, it does not make you a bad parent. In fact, it's very common, and the quicker you seek help, the easier it is to recover, and the quicker you are able to enjoy your baby and enjoy your thriving baby and your thriving life. So I really encourage everybody, whether it's themselves or someone close to them, if you are concerned about the way you're thinking or feeling or behaving with baby or even pre-baby, please do reach out and take those steps. Now, I want to make this process as easy as possible for everybody. So I am offering a little bit of a incentive to just take that step to seek out and to get help. A lot of people sit and wonder, is this really an issue for me? Is this depression? Is this anxiety? Is this just normal? And we're not sure, so we need to go and ask someone. So I am offering to all the new mums and dads, both expecting and had new babies out there, a free 30-minute emotional mental health check. So what that means is you can come in and see me, and it's completely obligation free. I'll talk to you about what's happening for you. You can tell me what your concerns are. We can talk about things with baby. You could bring baby in with you. That would be great. And I will talk to you about whether or not what you're experiencing is completely fine. I might say you're doing the best job possible. You're doing a great job. Go on and keep doing that. Or I might say, you know what, psychologists could probably really be beneficial for you. And this is how we could go about doing that. So it's really just a free 30-minute mental health check where you can check in and you can ask these questions. Is this normal? Is this okay? Or can I actually be doing something a little bit different to make this a bit more of an enjoyable time for me? You can also come into the room, you can have a look around, you can see if it's a good fit for you and whether you feel comfortable seeing me, and also comfortable in the area. Now, in the comment section below, I'm going to attach the voucher for all the new and expecting mums and dads to access their free 30-minute emotional health check. You, of course, do not need that voucher. All you need to do is call me. You can call me at Thriving Mind Psychology Clinic on 0428 088 671, or you can email me at melissa@tmpclinic.com.au. I'll also put them in the comment section. And have a chat and talk to me about it, and I'll let you know whether I think you could come in and use that free 30-minute mental health or emotional health check. So that is it from me today. Please, if you know someone, if this is not something that is for you, but you are concerned about a friend or a family member or a loved one, please do share this. Please do share the voucher with them and encourage them to give me a call and have a talk about what's happening for them. Sometimes it just takes that little push from somebody else to take those steps. All it takes is someone to say, you know what, maybe this would be really helpful for you. Do you want to give it a go? And sometimes that's all we need, is to take those steps, and it's so helpful and it'll be so beneficial in the long term. Thank you, Tess. You've just reminded me, yes, I will be offering online options. So if you are unable to come into the office, I can do the free 30-minute mental health, emotional health check via either Skype or Zoom, which is kind of like Skype. So if you can't get into the office, that is completely okay. We can do it via phone or via Skype, which means you can still see me face to face like we are here. And it makes it a little bit easier if you can't quite get into the office. But of course, as I said, you're more than welcome to bring baby into the office with you. I would love to have a little cuddle. Thank you all for joining me live. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Tess. I really do appreciate it. I really just hope that the main message that I got out there today is, one, let's start talking about this stuff. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to be having a tough day. And just because you're struggling, it does not mean you are a bad mum or dad. And seek help. Take the steps. The quicker you do that, the quicker you can get back to enjoying baby and enjoying your own life. That is it for me today. Thank you all. I hope you all have a fabulous Tuesday, and I shall see you tomorrow. But until then, don't forget, there's never been a better day than today to take the steps to having your thriving mind and your thriving life. Bye for now.